Hey there my lovelies, and welcome to my booktube channel, The Sassy Library Fox. My name is V, and today we're doing something different than usually. I hope you enjoyed the spring vibes I put at the beginning of this video. I tried to collect a couple of moments and nice scenes throughout spring so far. Also, there was a little bit of footage of Beki and me. We finally met in real life and it was amazing. It's so cool that this was the first time I met another booktuber. I mean, I met bookish people before, but Annie and Sabrina don't have a booktube channel, so this was a first. And it was awesome. Beki is really such a lovely person, and it was so nice to meet up and to talk books and to go to bookstores together. And yeah, as for what we were up to, we basically went to 2 bookstores. I think actually it were 3. And we also grabbed some coffee in between and went to the main library of Vienna as well. In the first book shop we went to was Hafi books, and it's in the 5th district of Vienna. Beki said that she wanted to go there for a while, so I was all on board with that. I've never been there. I was very curious about the shop. And it was a really lovely place. You had a lot of different books, really different books, from Sunrise on the Reaping up to really philosophical and interesting works, biographies, fantasy, whatever you can think of. It's in that bookshop. Also, they had a really nice niche where you could drink coffee and just sit and read your book. So that was great as well. Of course, I had to buy a book there because, well, chances I will get there all too soon aren't that high. So Beki and I kind of scrolled through the bookshelves, and in the end I decided for this book, and it's Jiyoung, I hope I pronounced it right, born 1982, and I've heard so many things about this book already. I think Nam-Joo from BTS even read it. I think it was him. And yeah, it's a Korean author who wrote this book. And I honestly, when I picked it up and started to read the blurb, I was very intrigued because they really knew how to market their book. By now, I even read it on Goodreads, what the book is about. And I'm even more curious and ready to read this now, because apparently it's about Kim Jiyoung. Still hope I pronounced it right. And she is a mother of a little child. She is currently on maternity leave. Is expected to set aside her career and to just mind her business and mind her kid. Yeah, so apparently if you have a child in Korea, you are supposed to just stay at home and raise that kid. And yeah, no career whatsoever. I don't know if that is generally speaking or if it's just mentioned in this book, but yeah, it's explained like that on the blurb. And yeah, turns out while she is on maternity leave, she starts to speak with different voices of different women. And of course her in-laws, her husband and her own parents are very, very concerned about her and send her to a psychologist, I think, who is also male, of course. And yeah, this was announced as a very feminist stance on things and a book that opened up the minds of a lot of people. So I'm really pumped to read this now. It's a fairly short book. There aren't that many pages, but it sounds really interesting, and it mainly seems to tackle the themes of motherhood, of expectations of men, and the expectations of society in Korea in general. And yeah, I'm really ready to dive into this and to find out what exactly is happening with Kim Jiyoung. Yeah, this one sounds really interesting. And as for the bookstores we visited, I already said the first one in which I bought this one. But we also went to the main library, of course. Beki never saw the main library of Vienna, so I just had to take her with me. And yeah, I would be lying if I told you I didn't borrow 2 books as well. And I also paid my €2.50 I was still owing the library for a pre-order. So we did that in the main library, and then we basically went, or we walked along one long street up until the first district, where we grabbed some coffee, and along the way Beki showed me one of her favorite bookstores, and it's Mies Booknook in the 7th district of Vienna. And I really loved that place. It was so cozy, and apparently they are trying to sell a lot of cozy books there. They were, not all were English, there were German ones as well, mixed in between, and a lot of English books as well. Many beloved books, many books that are really cozy. And I kind of loved what they did with that shop. They really decorated it nicely. They had a theme on the tables, and in the shelves you found really literally everything your heart could desire. And you also could buy coffee there, and there were those little tiny nooks where you could sit down and look out of the window while you drink your coffee or tea and just read or skim a book. It was such a lovely place, and I'll definitely return there once again because it was so nice. And yeah, they had a really big English section considering that it was such a small bookstore. So I will definitely go there another time. And yeah, then we went the entire street down to the first district, and we came out, I think, behind the museums of Vienna. So that was fun. Then we grabbed some coffee, and afterwards we both went home together, because turns out we live actually really close to each other, which is amazing. I already told Beki that we would have to meet again, and that we would have to do one of the book tags I was tagged for, because it's basically some sort of interview style book tag where you and another booktuber interview each other with questions. I never got to do that tag. I was tagged for this one about 4 years ago or so, but I never had another booktuber to do this tag with. So this is going to come your way, and well, maybe a little bit more footage of Beki and me exploring the bookstores in Vienna. We will see. But yeah, I love to meet her. She's really such a lovely person, and it was so nice to spend some time together. And like always, it felt like we always knew each other and just regularly met for a coffee. I had that with every online friend I met so far. It's also a little bit surreal to actually talk to a person you only saw through cam. But it was so nice and lovely, and we definitely have to do that again, Beki. And yeah, I think that's it. I will read that one soonish, hopefully, fingers crossed, because I'm very curious about it. And I guess that's it for now. we are already at the ending of my video and there's nothing left to say except of take care, stay healthy and safe, and see you around the next time. Bye!